Hey, good morning, and welcome from beautiful Boise, Idaho. We're here at the Idaho Ice World Center. I added center, where the junior Silvertips are about to face off in Game 2 of the Mark Gagnon Memorial Tournament. We'll be playing against the Jackson Moose from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Moose won their first game in the tournament yesterday 4-0 over the hometown junior Steelheads. And if you watched our game yesterday, you know that the Silvertips won 5-2 in their first game against the Idaho Falls Eagles. So, two undefeated teams here for Game 2, and we're ready to kick it off. I'm here, as always, with the voice of the junior Silvertips, Mike Meetsma.
Hey, good morning, Brian. How are you?
I'm well. Well, not really. It's friggin' early.
It is friggin' early. It's early to be doing this, watching a hockey game, but hopefully the boys are rallied up, ready to go.
Yeah, we were here at 0600 o'clock, and to steal from Robin Williams, the O in 0600 stands for "Oh my God, it's early."
Oh my God, it's early.
We're drinking terrible coffee. Mine's really awful anyway. I went down to the Dutch Brothers. It's not good.
Not recommended.
It's not good. So I mixed it 50-50 with leftovers of somebody else's coffee. I think that'll up the game.
Yeah, there you go. So here at the main arena, we have a pretty good vantage point up here.
Yeah, we've got a nice little box where we're set up. Nobody's sitting below us, so if I dump my coffee over the side, nobody's going to get hurt.
Nobody's going to get hurt. It's not going to get whacked on the boards. All right, so starting out here, we have the Herman, Meetsma, and Lombard line.
Silvertips yesterday got off to a bit of a troublesome start. Hey!
Oh my goodness! Comes right out front. We weren't even ready for that.
Well, I was gonna start talking about yesterday's kickoff of the game, and we got right to the action there. So, looked like Lombard and Herman combining for some excitement there, right in front of the net.
Yep.
Moose goalie's still sitting down. He's a little frustrated with his game this morning. So just 13 seconds in, Silvertips have jumped to a 1-0 lead.
Well, I didn't even get going on my commentating, and they slammed one. Goes
up
over the blue line for Lombard, gets disrupted, picked up by the Moose. Moose tap it up ice, and it will be an icing call.
I was busy trying to talk about how yesterday we got off to kind of a funky start where the boys were making long, bad cross-ice passes and resulted in a lot of icings and some opportunities. Hopefully this morning they're going to be a little better, but you can't complain about the 13-second beginning.
No, I like that. I like that a lot. Comes back to Lombard. Lombard back to Gumon at the blue. They called it the blue again. To Lombard to Herman. Herman spins, falls, gets tripped up behind the net. Looking, drops it back behind the Moose net for Meetsma. Doesn't quite get to it. Comes up on the sideboard for the Moose. Moose over the blue. Lombard got tripped up on the play. It's into the zone right out front, picked up by Meetsma. Meetsma gets disrupted at the board. Good hit along the boards. Grabbed by Herman. Herman spins, looks for Lombard on the sideboard. Lombard comes up, dumps it in the corner, and Everett will look for a line change.
Good opening shift there by Herman's line.
So we got Rody, Althoff, and Meinecker. Moose have it in the slot. They put it right out front. They dump it. It gets grabbed by Stringkirk. We didn't mention we have Craig Stringkirk in net today.
Yeah, Craig popped up quick there on that play.
No, that was good. It was a pretty screen shot. That was an interesting noise.
I'm sitting here in this chair so I can duck under the heaters and see the scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
And keep track of time. This chair is friggin' cold.
Comes back for Walton. Walton spins, banks it off the glass. Comes up to center ice for the Moose. Comes all the way back, grabbed up by Rody. Rody spins, tries to clear it, but it gets blocked by the Moose. Moose pops it out to the top of the circle. Good poke check by Rody.
Puck rolled along the top of the boards there. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. Nice hit by Rody, grabbed up by Anderson. Anderson puts it to the blue. Shot by the Moose. It gets blocked. Comes back to center ice for the drive. Anderson pops it over the red, goes for the line change. Gets disrupted by Wyrick. But then poked into the Everett zone, grabbed up by Rody. Rody looks, cross-ice pass to Corson. Corson takes it over the blue, takes a shot, goes wide. It's popped back into the zone, picked up by the Moose. That just sounds weird, the Moose. Moose streaming to the zone, they take a shot, gets blocked by Strinkert. Rody to Wyrick, Wyrick to Corson. Corson streams over the zone. He gets pinched on the play. Moose gets tripped up on the play. And it comes back into the zone for McCutchen. McCutchen banks it off the boards for Phillips. Phillips gets disrupted. And the Moose have it behind the Everett net. Collected by McCutchen. McCutchen slides it off the boards, and Everett goes for a change. Nouque to Herman.
Had his head down. He's lucky he didn't get launched.
Herman to Meetsma. Meetsma slides into the zone right out front for Lombard. Lombard can't connect to it. Goes back to Herman. Herman rips a shot. Blocker. Blocker saved by the Moose. The Moose comes out of the zone, disrupted by Poland.
Too many men.
Too many men on the ice there for the Moose.
Yeah, the Moose player hopped back up on the boards trying to hide the fact that there were 6 of them out. Our coaches were screaming.
Yep. That was a good call. Good call for the Everett coaches here, being aware.
Coach is asking our boys to settle down just a little bit. I was just thinking they were bringing a lot of energy and flying around. I really liked that play from Meetsma up to Lombard, and then the shot from Herman with another mop-up attempt. It was looking really good. Coach wants them to get it under control.
Goes behind the Moose net, picked up by Lombard. Lombard looking for Meetsma on the side boards. Meetsma to Herman. Herman back to Poland. Poland whiffed on that play, and the Moose come out for a hard shot. Strinkirk blocker save. Comes to the side boards. Comes out for Gumont. Gumont up to Herman. Herman streaming over the zone. Streaming into the zone. Behind the Moose net. Looking to make a play. Drops it back for Rody. Rody spins into the Moose's corner. Puts it right out front, doesn't connect.
Herman and Poland need to communicate there.
Yeah.
They messed each other up and about left the ice open behind them.
Herman to the side corner for Meetsma. Gets disrupted, added down by Rody. Rody over to Walton. Looks like Everett's bunching up just a little bit. Walton takes a blistering shot, gets blocked. He collects it again. Another shot goes behind the Moose net. Scramble in front of the net, hits the post, gets picked up again by Walton. Walton tries to spin. Walton all about that corner, playing very aggressive today. Good scrum along the boards, comes back for Meinecker at the blue line.
Nice bit of footwork by Meinecker, keeping that puck in the zone.
Yeah.
Spoke too soon.
It's it's not a good thing to see 3 Everett players battling on the corner though.
No, especially when you're on the power play.
Yep.
Moose are back at even strength.
Yeah, Rody spinning there into the zone. Good job by Walton, but that's going to be a slashing.
Yep, slashing call. Walton will be going to the box.
Yep.
We're at 9:51 left in the first period, so just over 6 minutes elapsed. Walton heading to the bin. Judson Altoff working the box for us today.
I was going to ask you, where is Jackson Hole?
It's in Wyoming. It's I think it's just slightly south of Yellowstone Park.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful ski area, Jackson Hole. Very popular among folks from Colorado to go up to Jackson Hole. Very remote, kind of a quiet place.
Comes up for Altoff at the blue line, gets collected. Looks like Brendan got tripped up on the play. Comes back for McCutchen. McCutchen slides it out of the zone. Moose playing well back into the zone in order to collect the puck to eliminate the icing. Moose drops it back behind the Everett zone. Collected and trapped by Nouque. Nouque does a good job getting it out of the zone.
Yeah, beautiful clear.
Yep, good job there. Moose behind their own nets over the blue. And they dump it in. Collected by McCutchen. McCutchen tries to get it out. It comes back out of the zone for the Moose. Notice there's good collection there by Stringkurt. Notice how Everett is looking a little bit disjointed. They're doing a little bit of chasing.
.57 seconds left in the power play or the penalty kill, depending on how you want to look at it.
Uh-oh.
What are we doing here?
Looks like Anderson has a first aid issue.
He's leaving the ice with a first aid kit. Oh, they tossed a key over here. Dad's heading down with him.
Hopefully,
he looked all right. Like he didn't.
Yeah,
he wasn't grimacing or anything in
Yeah.
pain. Maybe he's just got a little nick.
Maybe he's got a cut.
Oh boy!
Yeah, it came
big open ice there.
Right through the crease there. Comes back to the blue for the Moose. Moose takes a weak shot, goes wide.
Number 13 for the Moose has hair almost as good as Flo's.
Yeah, there you go.
Might call him Moose Flo.
Moose Flow. Good shot there by the Moose. Good collection by Stringkurt.
28 seconds left in the penalty kill for Everett. 8:19 remaining in the first. Score is still 1-0 Everett.
Comes back to the blue. Comes out of the zone for the Moose. Chased down by Meetsma. That's going to be an offside.
Trying to make up my mind about these Moose jerseys. They're you won't be able to see it on the camera. Their logo's kind of cool. It's a red moose head with cross sticks behind it. It looks a little bit like the Mighty Ducks.
Yep.
The moose face is kind of a goalie mask thing. And I think the socks are cool, but I can't make up my mind about those sleeves.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I've not seen that style.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the double sleeve or the double stripe. Comes back to the sideboard for the Moose. Right out front, all alone. Everett watching the puck and not looking for that open man that was standing right out front. Another shot that goes wide for the Moose. Looks like Everett is now at full strength. Comes up the sideboards for Herman. Come on, boys, you got to attack. Moose spins and makes a long pass, disrupted by Poland. Poland goes back to Gumont. Gumont whiffs on the puck, but collected by Poland. Poland makes a play at the blue line, goes in the corner, tries to put it out front for Meetsma. Meetsma collects it in the corner, spins and loses it. Grabbed up by Lombard. Lombard to Meetsma. Meetsma gets disrupted. It comes out to the blue. Comes out of the zone for Altoff. Altoff over to Walton. Walton up to Lombard. Lombard tips it in. Everett goes for line change. Paddled down by Althoff. Althoff comes out to Nouque. Nouque over to Walton.
Whoa! That got called.
What was that? I didn't see it.
Oh, he horse-collared number 14 there. And,
nice.
yeah. Walton got horse-collared and flipped around.
Really?
Yeah.
Just grabbing him.
Yeah, it was a straight-up NFL-style tackle. That would be a penalty even in the NFL, actually. Horse-collar tackle.
Horse collar.
Yeah.
I wonder what the hand signal for that is. He gave
an interference penalty, is the way he's calling it.
It's like maybe it's the international sign for choking.
For joking.
I have fallen and I can't get up. Goes back for McCutchen. McCutchen to the sideboards for Meinecker. Nouque over to McCutchen. McCutchen streams over center ice. Dumps it into the Moose zone. Gets shuffled off by the goalie, collected by Althoff. Comes back to the blue line for McCutchen.
Nice
McCutchen
job
puts
holding
it
the
out
line.
for Althoff. Althoff over to Meinecker. Meinecker can't slap it down. It goes back to the blue for Nouque. Nouque takes a shot, goes high and wide. Goes over to McCutchen. McCutchen not able to grab onto it. Althoff spins and turns, dumps it into the Moose zone. It's knocked down by Rody. Rody out front for Meinecker. Meinecker collects it, tries to rifle it, rifles it way wide. Comes back for Nouque. Nouque takes a shot, blocker save by the Moose goalie. Rody disrupted by Nouque to Meinecker. Meinecker takes a shot, goes high. Comes back to the blue and chipped out by the Moose. Not very energetic by the Everett defense to get back there. Got collected by the Moose player. Comes back for Poland. Poland to Meinecker. Meinecker just pops it into the Moose zone. They get collected behind the Moose net. Moose pops it way up, and they'll come all the way back. Phillips collects it behind the Everett net up to Wyrick. Wyrick can't control it. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say about 10 seconds left here in the power play.
Thinking we were going to be able to generate something here. Wyrick gets disrupted. Collected by Phillips. Phillips, the shot blocked. Comes back out of the zone to Gaumont. Gaumont cross-ice pass to Poland. Poland up to Phillips. Gets disrupted. Here comes to Wyrick. Wyrick spins, tries to go out front, comes up, gets disrupted, comes back to the blue. Shot by Gaumont behind the Moose net for Wyrick on the sideboards.
4 minutes left to go in the first period.
Comes out for the Moose at the blue. They stream into the Everett zone behind the Everett net. Comes out for Phillips. Phillips and Corson 2-on-2 with the Moose.
Very nearly offsides there.
Yep.
Phillips.
Right out front, nice blocker or a pad save by the Moose goalie.
Phillips made a little move at the line right at the last moment.
Yep.
Just about put that offsides.
Comes up for Herman. Herman streams over the Moose blue line, takes a shot, goes wide. Well, Meetsma at the blue. Gets disrupted by McCutchen. McCutchen tries to keep it in. It's unsuccessful. Pops out for Meetsma. Meetsma collects it and gets hit from behind. Nice hit, nice retaliatory hit by Nouque.
Penalty's been called there, pulling Strenkert. Another hit. 6 attackers on the ice for Everett. Touch up.
That's a
I heard the official say something about interference after the fact. I wonder if they called a second penalty here. Not clear yet. Moose Flow's heading into the box.
Moose Flow. So it'll be another power play here for Everett.
17 Chapman also involved in a couple of big hits there along the board. They were really sort of 4, 2 each back and forth.
Yep. Goes back. The Moose flop it into the Everett zone. Get collected by Stringkirk. Dumont back for it. Spins, gets disrupted at the boards by the Moose. Moose streams in. Comes back to the blue. Comes all the way back. The Moose slide it back into the Everett zone. Chased down by Poland.
Nice PK work by the Moose so far.
Yeah, it was nice. Up to Meetsma. Meetsma up to Lombard.
Here we go, Jack. Here we go, boys.
Lombard pops it to the side of the net.
Oh, yeah. Lombard very nearly going to get hauled for hooking there.
Yep.
No call from the official. Honestly, I'd have called that.
Good. Yeah.
Letting go of his stick helped save him.
Yep.
1 minute left in the power play, 1:42 left in the first period.
Gumon at the blue, up to Rody. Rody streaming into the corner. Puts it right out front. Nobody there. Comes back for Nouque to Althoff. Althoff picked up by Rody.
Nifty move there.
Rody tries to center it. Not sure where that was going.
30 seconds left in the power play. Can't decide here if the Moose are really doing a nice PK or if the Everett's just not getting it together. It seems more the latter to me.
Yeah, the latter, yeah. Just can't connect to it. Rody is still sleeping maybe. Rody grabs it at the blue line, flops it in, and it would get gloved by the Moose goalie.
Just 6 seconds left in the power play, so basically off this face-off will be when the Moose player comes in.
So we got Anderson coming back into play with, looks like he's all good to go with the first aid kit.
Thanks for catching that. I didn't notice he'd come back out.
Got Wyrick, Anderson, and Phillips back in the sideboard for the Moose. Moose flops it out of the zone, kicked in by Poland. Collected by Gumont. Gumont gets tripped up on the play, and the Moose dump it into the zone. Looks a little sloppy to me, Brian.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like after that first goal, well, we were looking like we were getting something going. I felt like there was good pressure by Everett, but the last probably 5 minutes have been really sloppy.
A little sloppy, yeah. So the sideboards for Phillips. Phillips up to Wyrick. Wyrick streaming, gets pinched, falls on the play, collected by Corson. Corson gets manhandled by three players there.
Fired up dad over there.
Yeah. I didn't exactly hear what he said, but this is midget hockey midgets or something?
That's kind of what I got. And then he called them little midgets, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Both boys go into the box. Something, I don't know if there was something happened after that hit. We've got 2 men one for each team in the box, so this will be offsetting.
Well, maybe that was the reason for that comment, that wasn't happy with that hit. A lot of hits from behind, though. I don't think that's.
Yeah, and that one in particular, that was a big cross check. Oh, a 2 and 10. So 2 and 10's been called presumably on the Moose player.
And then maybe a retaliatory.
No.
Well, exactly sure what's
Rody
going
was
on
going
here.
to the box for us. That would look like we were the ones with the 2 and 10. Yeah, so Rody's probably going to be serving the 2. I can't tell who's in there for the 10. Can you tell?
It's probably Wyrick.
Is that Wyrick?
Maybe.
Susie's not swearing, so I don't know.
Well, we'll see what they do with that line. We've got Herman. Well, that will go ahead and end the period.
Teams are 5-on-5, so those definitely offsetting penalties. But yeah, you're right. That was Wyrick in there with the 10 with the major.
Yep. So Oh, this is a.
I'm telling you, those chairs are cold.
This is a sketchy chair here. I don't know if I'm going to trust this.
Don't do any hula in that chair. So, these teams that we're playing, apparently we're in sort of a non-populated part of the world, so there's quite a bit of distance between the, where they're able to put associations together. And so the teams we're playing to play each other apparently quite a little bit. So we're playing Missoula, Montana, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Idaho Falls, obviously Idaho, and Boise. So these 4 teams know each other well, and obviously unfamiliar with us.
Which is, I think that's probably a good thing. That they don't, they don't know our patterns.
Yeah, agreed. I wonder, just as the tournament plays out, those other 4 teams, how much of the scoring or the the wins and losses, how much that matches up what normally happens.
Yeah.
One of the officials over there looks like Judson Altoff is helping him with some deodorant, maybe working on his underarm or maybe a bit of sewing. Judson's a man of many talents.
He is, yep.
So he's fixing up the officials.
Looks like his armband is slipping down.
Well, yeah.
Or he had his armband off.
Well, he had his left armband off, and Judson was working on his right armpit area there. Maybe he's just giving him.
Maybe he's like, "Holy smoke, you stink! Let me help you with that."
I think he's giving him a little tickle to wake him up. Yeah, no, here he goes, pulling his armbands on.
Yeah. All right.
Apparently the other officials can't help with that sort of activity.
Right. You have to go to the home team box official. Hey, help me out with my deodorant.
That's right.
I seem to have an arm hair stuck in my shirt or something. I don't know.
Now, for some reason, a reason I cannot explain, Bryson Rody is not back in the box. And he should be.
Interesting. Got Herman, Lombard, and Meetsma with Nouque and McCutchen. Comes back into the Moose zone. Moose pulled the puck behind their net. On the sideboards for Herman. Herman gets pinched on the boards. Up to the sideboards for the Moose. The Moose try to pop it out. Moose take a shot, gets blocked by Nouque. Pushed out by Meetsma. Goes back behind the Everett net. Moose coming on way stronger here. Back to the corner for McCutchen. McCutchen out to Lombard. Lombard does a hard stop. Shuffles off, comes to the sideboard, collected by Nouque.
A nice bit of position play there by Moose Flow, kind of blocking Lombard, getting the puck, and keeping his back to him. Prevented Lombard from getting at that puck at all.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Disrupted on the sideboard by Altoff, up to Anderson, up to Meinecker. Meinecker streams over the zone, drops it back for Altoff. Altoff takes a shot, goes wide. Another shot by Anderson. Disruption gets collected by the Moose. Moose cross-ice pass. Takes a shot, gets shuffled off by Stringkirk. Collected by Walton. Walton shuffles it up to Anderson. Altoff tips it over the blue. Comes back for Altoff. Altoff back to, or across to Walton. Walton, long pass to Anderson. Anderson can't connect to it. Looks a little, looks a little sloppy. Sloppy so far. Hopefully Everett can rally. What's the score there, Brian?
Score's still 1-0 Everett, 13:43. So very early here in the second period.
We got Rody taking the face off. I'm not exactly sure why he was in the box, because that's not, that was not even 2 minutes.
Well, like I said, it was clearly an offsetting because there's no penalty.
Yeah.
Both teams have been at full strength.
Right.
Frankly, I think he's supposed to be in the box. I think he should not be on the ice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Wyrick's clearly serving a 10.
Yeah. Goes back in the Everett corner for Grumont. He slides it out for Phillips. Not at all aggressive. Not at all aggressive on that puck. Slides it back to the other side of the ice for Phillips. Phillips not at all motivated to get to that puck. Comes up to the blue for Corson. Corson tapped it, goes around, tries to slide it out front. Nice big slash by, that's a huge kid there, number 82.
He's a big boy.
Looks like Everett's throttling off a little bit on the on the hits and the aggressive play here. He's back on the sideboards for Meetsma. Comes back to the blue for Rody.
I clearly saw that official signal 2 and 10 to the to the Moose bench, but it's been well over 2 minutes now.
Yep.
4, in fact. Both boys still sitting on the bench for the two teams. I wonder instead if it been offsetting majors.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to take a look at the score sheet.
Yeah, I can't imagine why he signaled 2 and 10.
Just can't. Everett's having a hard time connecting on those passes. It comes back to Nouque up to Meetsma. Meetsma streams in the corner behind the Moose net. Puts it right out front for Herman. Herman puts it out front. Scramble. Meetsma on his belly there.
Yeah, still poking at it. Good work.
Good
hard
job
work.
there, yep.
Herman couldn't quite get to that loose puck in time to make something of it, but
that's a hard maneuver when you're coming this way, you make a turn, you're skating backwards, and then you have to have force on that puck to try to put it in that top corner. That takes a lot of coordination, and you got to do that instantaneously. That's a tough situation to be in. Comes back for Meinecker. Meinecker takes a shot, goes wide. It comes back to the blue for Poland. Poland takes a flop shot, goes wide to Anderson. Anderson battling on the boards with Althoff. Comes out for Althoff behind the Moose net. Comes right out front for Meinecker. Meinecker can't quite connect to it. Goes wide. Comes back for Althoff. Althoff pushes it out front. Can't connect to it. Nouque pinches in. Keeps it in the zone.
Meinecker's open up top here. They can just get the puck free.
Comes out long pass for the Moose to Poland. Poland gets disrupted. He does a good job keeping the puck, but there's a shot and hits the post for the Moose. Comes out, slides through the crease. And Nouque just pops it out of the zone. The Moose pops it behind the net for Poland. Poland to Anderson. Anderson to Althoff. Goes between Althoff's legs to Meinecker. Meinecker can't quite get there. Comes back for Nouque. Nouque cross ice pass for Anderson. Anderson streams into the zone for Meinecker. Meinecker takes a shot. Goes way high of the net. Meinecker's got to get control and turn over his wrists on those. Comes back to the blue for Poland. Poland keeps it in the zone. Gets hecked on the play. Rody battling behind the Moose net, collects it in the corner. Cross ice to Walton. Walton flubs it, breakaway. Nice shot, saved by Stringkirk. Stringkirk gave up a pretty good rebound, and it was shuffled off there by Poland.
Yeah, it was great work by Poland to stay with that. He did all he could to get back, and then picked up that rebound.
Phillips tries to connect with Rody, and it comes back for Walton.
You're going back to the start of that play. I still think. Hold on.
Oh! Beautiful shot there by Corson. Hits the post. Comes back to the blue. Walton pinches high. Doesn't connect to it, and the Moose have it behind the Everett net. Comes right out front and just gets covered up by Stringkirk for the whistle.
I was going to say back to the whistle.
The whistle.
Back to that play. I thought that was just a great pass from Rody that started that off, and it was unfortunate. Was it Anderson that wasn't able to handle that?
Yeah, it was
Anderson, and got away from him. And that was unfortunate that resulted in that opportunity. But he was open. It was a great pass. It was right where it needed to be. It was crisp, fast.
Comes back to the blue. Disruption pass by the Moose.
Ooh.
Moose takes a shot, goes wide. Weird.
Ugly bounce.
Weird, ugly bounce.
Uh-oh.
Comes right out front. Stringkirk just got a leg on that.
Boy, he did.
Oh, my goodness.
It had passed the front of his pad when his leg came down.
Yep, it was under his pad. Look at that.
That's one of those ones where the goalie is, before you stand up, you scooch forward a little bit,
you're like,
just in case.
You do what we call the ice shuffle. For those of you at home that that are listening to the radio show, cannot see the visual on the ice shuffle.
It's just as well.
Yeah, it's just
as
well. It was
disturbing.
Moose have it in the Everett corner. They pop it out. Gets collected by Lombard. Lombard pushes it up for Meetsma. Meetsma into the zone. Hard into the Moose corner. Puts it right out front for Herman. Can't quite connect to it. And there's going to be a hooking penalty on the Moose.
You missed a pretty good moment there. I called the hooking penalty, actually. But in one hand, I'm holding a coffee cup, in the other hand, a microphone. So I put the coffee cup up to my mouth and said, hooking penalty, right into the coffee cup. I had the microphone in my lap.
Oh, you got to love that.
Yeah.
You got to love that. We need to get co-commentator Brian Herman here a
straw.
Headset or a straw, yeah. Comes back to the blue for Poland. Poland just dumps it into, that was actually a good play, dumps it into the opposite corner, collected by Anderson in the corner. Anderson to Meinecker, back to Anderson. Anderson takes a shot.
That's a nice play.
Yep.
Little 1-2.
I like that 1-2 play because then it really confuses the the goalie, right? It's those are the ones that are going to go in the back of the net. Got a face-off here deep in the Moose zone. Comes back on the sideboard for the Moose. And they pop it into the Everett zone. It's going to get collected by Nouque. Nouque, long pass up to Meinecker, waiting at the Moose blue line. Drops it back for Anderson. Anderson takes a shot, gets blocked, comes to the sideboards for Poland. Poland pinches high. Nouque does a good job reading that play and coming back. Long wide shot from Meinecker to Lombard. Lombard looking for Herman. Herman gets taken off of his skates.
Bounced up quick.
And the Moose pop it out of the zone. It gets collected by Walton. Walton turns, trying to connect to Meetsma. Meetsma doesn't quite get to it. It was kind of behind him.
40 seconds left in the power play for Everett.
Goes right back. Good hit by Walton. Take the player off the puck. Walton streams through the zone. This looks like Everett's a little bit off today. Off on the passing. Herman to Meetsma. Meetsma has it in the corner. Brings it back to Lombard. Lombard takes the shot. Gets tipped. Collected by Herman. Herman takes a shot. Goes high. Just ran out of air there. Meetsma back to Walton. Walton takes a shot. Gets blocked. Collected by Herman. Herman back to Gumont. Gumont puts it out front. Tip! And gets collected by the Moose goalie. Nice scramble there in front of the net by the Moose goalie to keep track of that puck.
Good activity there by Herman's line to end that power play. That right as the puck was covered up was the end of the power play. So the Moose are back at even strength.
A nice job by Herman to fist bump the Moose goalie and tell him good job on that one.
Yeah, that was classy.
Yeah, it was classy. That was a good scramble there by this line.
Yeah, I like that. It was we didn't get a lot of great shots on that, but a lot of action, a lot of activity. The boys were doing the right things.
Yep. He's blocked in the corner by Meetsma. Pops out for Meetsma. Meetsma does a shot, gets blocked, goes to Lombard. Lombard pops it behind the net for Meetsma. Meetsma back to Lombard. Lombard takes a shot, gets blocked. Shuffled off back into the corner, collected by Herman. Comes back to the blue for Walton. Walton takes a shot. Gets blocked by the Moose. Back for Gumont. Gumont slides it back to the red line. Collected by Meetsma. Hooking. They didn't call that.
Nope, no call.
I was trying to be proactive there like you, and I identified the hooking call, but apparently I saw it. And good disruption by Walton on that drop pass back. The Moose pop it back behind the Everett net, collected by Walton. Goes across ice for Meetsma. Meetsma banks it off the boards for Rody. Rody streams into the Moose zone. The rest of Everett will look for the line change. Comes up for Phillips. Phillips gets taken off the puck by the Moose. That just sounds funny. He gets taken off the puck by a Moose. That doesn't happen very often.
No, and only in Canada.
And only in Canada. So I'm not sure if they have Moose here in Boise.
I've been waiting the whole game for Flo and Moose Flo to be on the ice at the same time.
That's right.
And they were for just a second there, but no excitement happened. Chad Meinecker, known as Flo, around the locker room for his fantastic hair. He's sponsored by Vidal Sassoon.
So we got both the players out of the box now, as far as I can tell. Comes back into the Everett zone for Poland. Poland up to Corson. Corson to Rody. Rody pops it into the Moose zone behind the net for Phillips. Phillips tries to put it out front. Goes back to Poland at the blue. Poland just pops it in the corner for Corson. This is a new line here. They've added Rody on the line instead of Wyrick. Comes over the blue for Phillips. Phillips drops it back without looking. Nobody there. It gets collected by the Moose. The Moose pop it to the blue line and look for that change. Comes up to the blue line for Rody. Rody comes right out front. Takes a shot but gets blocked. Looks like the defense is pinching a little bit too high here.
I see Wyrick there on the bench. I'm wondering if he's just in a bit of trouble with the coaches after that major penalty.
Yeah, maybe. He's going to spend a little bit of time. Althoff up to Anderson. Anderson does a nice turn at the blue line here. He gets taken off the puck. Comes right out front for Althoff. Althoff takes a shot, goes wide. Comes back out front. But it gets collected by the Moose, and they pop it into the Everett zone to be collected by Walton. Walton spins. Looks to Anderson. A little bit ahead of Anderson, and it's going to go into the Moose zone. Chased down by Anderson, picked up by Althoff. Comes back to the blue for Nouque. Nouque whiffs on that initial shot, but is able to collect it. Nouque got pinched hard there. I was a little worried that was going to be a dangerous turnover. Pops out for Meinecker, but gets disrupted. Nice job by Gumont. Looks like Gumont hurt a little bit.
Right at the 2-minute mark left to go in the second period. Our boys looking sluggish. Gumont slow to get up.
Yep.
Everybody's getting their mosey on.
Yep.
And the Moose are back in this 1-1.
And that's what happens, you know. You just take your foot off that gas pedal for just a moment. And,
you know, I'm going to admit, like, just me here watching the game, I was starting to just sort of get lulled to sleep. There just wasn't anything going on. There wasn't any interest or excitement happening, and I was sort of letting my mind drift as well.
Yep.
So
we're going to get back in the game.
Boys got to find some energy.
So the Moose have a renewed sense of energy here.
Yeah, a little momentum shifting their way. Penalty call. Or is that just going to be an offsides?
Yeah, offsides.
Yeah, I saw the arm up. Hey, so I just saw Elmer Fudd wander by. We're deep into the second period, but it's time for today's edition of What Won't Wyrick Remember? I didn't have opportunity to do a little recon with his mother before the game, but I can tell you that Wyrick got singled out and some additional TSA search when he was flying out here. And the reason for that is that he had an old bottle, maybe as much as a month old, of Gatorade, partially drinking bottle of Gatorade, in his carry-on bag.
Nice.
So that resulted in a little extra security check from the TSA.
Yep.
And the bottle was old enough that his mother was concerned that it was unsafe, not just for human consumption, but maybe to be around people at all.
Yeah, right. So it's probably a good thing that the TSA confiscated that. Herman over to Meetsma. Meetsma back to Herman in the slot.
Lousy pass.
Yeah.
Right in the skates. It was a good opportunity, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was. Just couldn't capitalize on that. Moose on the sideboard, chased down by Lombard.
.30 left in the second period. Here we go, boys.
Lombard
nice
to
pass.
Meetsma. Oh! Meetsma rifles. I mean, wow, I don't know where that one was going, but that was a rifle shot there by Meetsma that just went high and wide.
There was just a little bit of top corner left over the goalie's shoulder. And
yeah, he was definitely going for that, you know, but it was about 4 feet too high and wide.
And that shot he needed to thread in there was tight. He looked like he was shooting at a garage door.
Yeah. Comes off for the
nice
Moose.
Play.
Yeah, disrupted by Rody. And that will end the second period with the score 1-1.
Well, I don't know what the rationale was, or maybe rationale's the wrong word, but I know, the boys just were slowing down. They were absolutely slowing down, literally to the point where they had lulled the fans to sleep as well.
Oh, yeah.
They've got to find some energy and get hopping here. It's
pretty quiet around here.
They certainly, I think, have the opportunity to outplay this team. There was a good section of the first period there where I thought we were, swarming and generating some action, and then we got a little sloppy, and now we've gotten a little slow.
Yeah, I mean, you go from sloppy to slow, and I'm sure that the bag of nuts and the half a sandwich or whatever they ate for breakfast is wearing off, and so boys are going to have to dig deep here. This is not a game that you want to lose.
No, absolutely not. I figure it's going to take 3 wins to get into the finals.
Yep.
And you can't afford to give one up.
And the Moose here, they're being aggressive. They're connecting on their passes, and so we'll have to see what we get here in the third period.
Trying to get a look at the goalie's last name there. It looks like it might be Hoot.
Hoot?
Yeah.
Going out with Hoot.
Going out for a hoot and a snort.
Going out for a hoot? No, that's number 31. Snort.
I think it's Hoot.
It is Hoot.
Right on.
Goalie's name is Hoot. Last name. Herman Meetsma Lombard with McCutchen and Nouque. Comes back to the blue for McCutchen. McCutchen over to Tristan. Nouque to Herman. Herman streams into the zone. Makes a spin, goes back to Nouque. Nouque takes a shot, goes in the net. Goes in the net. That is the second goal here this season for Nouque.
That was nice.
Yep.
Man, so Nouque had himself a cool little move there to celebrate, and then Jack Lombard comes flying in with some crazy pinwheel dance.
Yeah, it was like...
Well, just like the first period, the Herman line generates a goal quick and easy, quick and early.
You have to see number 92, the right wing, his last name is E-U-P-P. Very interesting. Well, good job here by the junior Silvertips. See if we can hang on to this momentum. Goes back to the blue for Gumont, over to Poland, up to Althoff, gets disrupted by the Moose. Scramble here at the blue line, grabbed up by the Moose. Moose gets pinched. That's going to be...
Penalty on the Moose for hooking, number 19.
And we'll take that all day long.
Oh, no.
Oh,
wrong is me. Althoff is the one who got pointed at. I thought the official pointed quite clearly at the Moose player. Althoff for hooking.
Now this is a dangerous situation. You know, we came out hard here in the beginning of the third period, popped in a goal, and now we have to work hard here to hammer out this penalty kill. Meinecker with a face-off win. Goes back behind the net. Picked up by Gumont. Gumont slides it up the boards to the blue. Comes back out, opposite out of the zone. Get collected by the Moose here in their own zone. Cross pass here gets whiffed by the defense.
Hey, we got Moose and Moose Flow out at the same time here.
Oh, nice.
What did I say, Moose and Moose
yes,
Flow? I meant Flow and Moose Flow.
Yes, I was just going to correct you on that. I was like,
I was so excited. It was a soaring shot, which Strinkert actually hopped a little bit to grab a hold of.
Yep. I was going to say he probably has no problem, collecting those.
No.
He reaches up into the sky and just picks them right out. You got Phillips taking the face off. Goes back to the blue for the Moose. Moose takes the shot, gets blocked, goes up into the netting, so we'll get a whistle.
1 minute, 9 seconds left in the Moose power play. Phillips coming back to center.
Comes back to Rody. Rody gets pinched. It's behind the net. Comes right out.
Oh, just dribbles in. Strinkert wasn't alert for that, nor was Walton.
Well, so it went off of Walton's skates.
Yep, and just dribbled in. No one was expecting that.
Oh, man, that's a...
Strinkert literally wasn't looking that way.
That's a heartbreaker.
Well, like you said.
Like it's a garbage goal, right? It's just, they pop it off front. It gets redirected by Walton's skate. And, it's
but it's just what you warned against, right? Like you can't give up on a power play like that or a penalty kill like that when we had just taken the lead.
No, you just can't do that. Collected at the blue by Corson. Some fancy footwork here by Phillips. Shot gets blocked by the Moose goalie.
Wyrick back out, laying a hit.
Comes out, rifling shot by Rody.
Hey!
Oh, and it goes in the net.
That shot rebounded, and I think it hit our player in the chest and just bounced back in.
Yeah, weird. Who was that by Wyrick?
Yep. Last night's player of the game, Aidan Wyrick.
Got some weird goals happening here.
Yeah, both of those, right? Both ends of the ice, kind of junk goals. That gets us back to the 1 goal differential we had a moment ago. So score is 3-2 in favor of the Silvertips. 13:52 left to go in this game. Still a lot of hockey to be played. Herman Meetsma Lombard line is out.
Out for Lombard. Lombard over center ice. Streams drops it back for Herman. Herman can't quite connect to it. Big hit on the sideboards here by McCutchen, picked up by Lombard. Lombard takes a shot, gets blocked. Lombard puts it on the net. It goes behind the net to the side corner. Comes out for Meetsma. Meetsma takes a shot, gets blocked, goes wide. Comes up for the Moose on a 2-on-1.
Ah, beautifully executed 2-on-1 by the Moose.
Yeah, beautifully executed. That was well done.
Excellent pass and a nice quick shot.
Yep.
Right 5-hole on Craig Strinkert. Little frustration over there by Tyler McCutchen.
Yep.
We're tied up 3-3 at 13:07.
Anybody's game at this point. Anybody's game at this point. It's all going to come down to who wants it.
Yep. Althoff, Meinecker, and Anderson out as our forwards. I like the names on the back of the Moose jerseys. They're easy to read.
Yep.
It's cool.
Poland pops it up to the blue line. The sideboard for Anderson. Anderson gets tripped up on the play. Goes for Althoff. Althoff getting pinched hard on the sideboard.
And there is just a ton of snow in front of the Moose bench there. The puck really slowed down moving through. You can see a pile of it right in front of their door.
Yeah.
I bet that pile's 2 inches high.
Yep.
Move quickly, boys. Let's go,
Comes
Flo.
up for Flo. Flo takes the shot, easily gets gloved by the Moose goalie. It's a nice shot by Meinecker.
You know, Meinecker's a huge Lords fan, and he has asked me that when we're playing back in Everett, he wants to hear Royals played anytime he scores.
Oh, there you go.
He's a big fan.
Yeah. Well, he needs to put it in the net for that to happen.
Yep.
Wyrick at center ice, comes back for Poland. Poland drops it for Walton. Walton back to Corson. Walton loses it. It pops out.
Whew.
That was lucky here. Picked up by Corson. Corson takes a shot. Nice rebound. Can't connect to it.
Yeah, Walton was just playing with fire that whole time. That puck was going to get loose.
Oh, my goodness.
We were lucky that the Moose didn't control it.
Yep. Sideboards for Corson. Corson can't hang on to it, and the Moose pop it out and chase it down.
Moose are coming with speed here.
Yeah. Walton just nonchalantly goes back, collects it to center ice, passes it off to Phillips. Phillips takes a weak little shot, misses the net, goes into the corner. Yeah, Everett not at all, being aggressive on the puck. It flops out, just about comes out. Collected by the Moose in the corner. They go right out front.
Woo.
Hops out for Corson. We're getting a lot of lucky bounces here.
We are. Dump in for a line change.
Yep.
Herman, Meetsma, and Lombard out.
Comes up for Meetsma. Meetsma takes a shot. Nice rebound there for Herman. Herman can't quite get to it. Comes back behind the net for Meetsma. Meetsma gets disrupted, and it comes out to the blue and shuffled in by Meinecker to Lombard.
McCutchen there.
Lombard cross-ice pass trying to connect to Herman. Doesn't quite get there. Picked up by the Moose. The Moose dump it into the Everett zone. They're just doing a dump and chase, and they're doing a good job getting to those pucks before Everett does. Comes out sideboard for Meetsma. Meetsma cross-ice pass to Lombard. Lombard dumps it in, chased down by Meetsma in the corner. Meetsma puts it right out front for Herman. Herman tips it, goes over. Nouque pinches up way high. Gets a turnover. Comes back for the Moose.
Faked him out.
They wheel and deal and take a nice shot that gets blocked and goes high and wide. It goes back, collected behind the Everett net by the Moose.
Yeah, Lombard got absolutely faked out there.
It's a dangerous situation here. Comes
Moose
out,
Moose
out
are moving
front.
fast.
Yeah. Herman does a good job to shuffle it out of the zone for a icing call, so it will come all the way back to the Everett zone.
Scores 3-3, just a hair under 10 minutes remaining in the game.
Got to get something going here. Comes back to the blue for the Moose. Shot that goes wide. On the boards for Anderson. Comes up, scramble, picked up by Anderson again. Anderson really getting hit hard, is able to shuffle it into the Moose zone behind the net. Up on the boards, comes for Gaumont. Gaumont can control it, and it's a 2-on-2. Moose goes wide. They drop it for Meinecker. The guy's like, wait a minute, that guy's green, right? Where's my teammate?
He's flabbergasted.
Althoff drops it back for Anderson. Anderson takes a shot, rebound.
That rebound for
Meinecker can't connect to it.
Yeah, Meinecker had the opportunity there.
Shot by Gaumont gets blocked and goes into the corner, and it comes up over the blue for the icing.
Oh, maybe not. That puck just barely went across.
Barely.
There was so much snow along the boards. They really could have used an ice cut at the midpoint.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting how that plays out. I think any plays along the boards there, people are going to be losing the puck.
They're going to be losing the puck, yeah.
Wyrick in at center.
Comes back for Walton. Walton rips a shot, goes wide of the net. Hops off for a rebound, gets shuffled off by the goalie. Comes up to the side boards, goes past Rody.
Look at that puck slow down.
Yeah. Well, that was probably a good thing because, it was Walton streaming back, and, the two Moose players were screaming. They were screaming to get to that puck.
Yeah, Walton's going to have to put his wheels on. That's the second time he's been outraced.
Just lollygagging to the puck, hey? Comes back for Rody. Rody dumps it into the corner, gets disrupted by the Moose. Comes back to the blue for Rody. Rody pops it back into the corner. They do a high flop pass, knocked down by Rody, but knocked it down for the Moose player.
Woo!
It's a nice shot by the Moose, gets gloved by Stringkirk. We got to generate some more opportunities in the offensive zone, and
one of the parents over here to our right hollering, "Who wants this game?" I think that's absolutely.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
It's absolutely it. At the moment, it looks to me like the Moose are showing a little more hunger, a little more speed.
Nouque cross-ice pass for Meetsma. Meetsma pokes it into the zone. Does a hard shot to the side of the net, gets blocked by the Moose goalie. He did one of those. Shots where he was looking for the pad for that rebound for Herman, but just couldn't quite get it done. Goes into the corner for the Moose. They do a flop shot. Go to the sideboard. The Moose doing a good job, like playing very tactical, looking for those open slots, dumping it in the corner, and then chasing it.
.746 to go, all tied up 3-3.
Another face-off here, deep in the Moose zone. Comes back for Lombard on the sideboards. Lombard dumps it back behind the net for Meetsma. Meetsma fans on it. Comes off for the Moose cross-ice pass. Goes back for McCutchen, and it's going to be a icing.
Reminiscent of our first period yesterday, the Moose just cannot connect on their passes. This got to be about the 8th icing in the last, 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's very similar to what we saw yesterday with Everett.
Yep.
So we've got the Althoff, Anderson, and Meinecker line. See if we can't generate something here. Comes back in the Moose corner, chased down by Anderson. Comes back to the blue for the Moose. The Moose bank it off the corner. Nice disruption by Gumont. Anderson gets taken off the puck. Comes out for Althoff. Althoff streaming into the zone, up for Meinecker. Meinecker drops it back. Pass for that was a beautiful play there.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it was really nice.
Althoff couldn't quite connect to it. It was a little bit in his feet. Comes back for Meinecker. Meinecker takes a shot, goes wide. Goes back to Gumont at the blue. Gumont takes a shot, gets tipped by Althoff. Comes right out front for Anderson. Back to the blue, another shot. Gets gloved by the Moose goalie.
Good energy by that line.
Yep, good energy.
It's a nice shift. Poor Meinecker, he just cannot zero in on the net today. He's taken a number of shots that have sailed wide.
That's just wide, yep. So we'll have a line change, fresh legs for Everett.
With Meinecker and Corson both scoring yesterday, they were in my car. It was quite a bit of smack talk. Herman was giving them some advice on how they could have played some different plays differently, and both of them kept saying, "How many goals did you score, Herman?"
Oh, yeah.
So they were shutting him down.
Beautiful.
But today, Meinecker can't get those shots in. He's taking them. He's got to get them on net.
Lombard dumps it back to the blue for the Moose. Knocked down by Lombard. Lombard over to Meetsma. Meetsma takes a weak low shot, misses the net. Disrupted. Grabbed by Herman. Herman takes a shot, hits the post. Goes high and wide and into the netting. Beautiful shot by Herman. Looking for that top corner.
Yeah, good opportunity there. He had one of those yesterday, that big slapping one-timer that he had that just high. If that thing had been an inch and a half lower, it would have gone in.
Yep.
Similarly here.
I think that this goalie does a good job down low, and that's one of the reasons some of these players are looking for that high top, glove over the shoulder type of shot. Comes for a Meinecker. Meinecker getting disrupted, still collects the puck, puts it towards the net.
That was actually a nice little shot. Got it right in there.
Goes back from Meinecker to Rody. Rody pinches high. It's a dangerous situation here. There's going to be a
called behind the play.
Slashing on the goalie.
On the goalie.
Well,
Yeah, 82 over there for the Moose. Giving some signals. What's going on? Coaches are picking their boy to go to the box. 5:36. We're all tied up 3-3. We're going to have 2-minute advantage for Everett. This is a big opportunity.
Yep.
Althoff's line out here. You need to capitalize.
The Moose doing some last-minute line changes.
All right, it's a big opportunity here late in the game.
Goes back to the blue, over to Walton. Walton collects it, takes a shot, gets blocked. Over to the sideboards for Anderson. They need to set something up for Meinecker. Meinecker collects it in his glove, drops it, takes his shot, actually hits the net. Goalie covers it up for the whistle. Good job by Meinecker to grab that right out of the air.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yep. Immediately dropped it. And,
good position. Good body awareness. That was kind of the only good thing that happened on that bit of a shift.
Yeah, really.
There was a couple dangerous moments where we could have lost it.
Goes back to the D for Nouque. Nouque to Lombard. Lombard to Herman. Herman behind the Moose net. Comes over to McCutchen. McCutchen takes a shot, gets blocked by Meetsma. Collected in the net.
There it is.
There it is. That's what we're talking about.
3 goals for the Herman Meetsma Lombard line today.
Good job, boys. That's what we're talking about. Now the trick's going to be stay frosty.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty, right?
I've not heard that before.
Just
got to freeze them out.
You got to freeze them out. Stay frosty. Stay aggressive.
Is that a Canadian thing, stay frosty?
I don't know.
I've never heard that.
It's like, like the cop shows, they're like, okay, we're going to go into this room, stay frosty. That means, stay aware,
cool.
stay cool. No, it's got nothing to do with being cool, but it's be very aware and, understand what you're doing. Goes on the sideboards here. The Moose just rifle it into the Everett zone. It gets shuffled off by Stringkirk, collected by McCutchen.
I tell you what I don't want to see. I don't want to see our boys trying to play a conservative hold on and win game.
No.
They need to go ahead and play hard and take it to them.
Chased down by Phillips.
Not a foolish, overly aggressive game, but they need to play with some intensity.
Yep. Over to Gumont on the sideboards, goes over to McCutchen. McCutchen tips it into the zone, but gets collected by the Moose. McCutchen pinched way high, and the Moose coming to take a shot, goes across ice. Collected by Corson, dropped back to Wyrick. Wyrick up to Corson. Corson streaming, the goalie comes way out. Corson got tripped up on the play, and it comes back to center ice. Moose playing very, very aggressively. Comes up on the sideboards.
4 minutes remaining in the game.
Comes up for Phillips. Phillips gets disrupted. Comes back to center ice. Big cross ice pass. And gets shuffled off by Gumont.
Errant pass there by Moose Flow right into the Everett player.
Moose Flow, I love that. That's good stuff.
I like that kid.
Yeah.
Look at there they are side by side, 12 and 13,
Yep.
Flow and Moose Flow.
There you go. Got to hold hands, fist bump.
Go off into the sunset together.
Look at all the snow. Man,
Yeah.
11. That puck just didn't go anywhere.
I honestly can't remember a game where I've seen so much snow on the boards.
No. Lots of scrambling going on here. It comes out of the zone by Gumont, chased down by Althoff.
3 minutes. Ugh. That was a scary moment there.
That was a scary moment, yep.
I
lot of scary moments this game. They're really they're really commanding it right out front. There's a shot, and it gets rifled out of the zone by Rody.
And we fumble the ball. We fumble the puck
Yes,
by the
we
blue
do.
line quite frequently
We
today.
do fumble the ball.
We have it get into our players' feet, or they try to make a move and whiff on it, and they leave that puck right at the blue line. That one there, Meinecker, had the opportunity to rush in with it. Instead, if it hadn't been for the defenseman changing behind, we'd have been a world of hurt.
Although, I did, I was able to take a look at the pucks before the game, and they are 8 ounces.
They're not shaved down or underinflated.
They're not shaved down or underinflated. So Walton streams into the zone, looks to take a shot, goes into the crease. Goes wide, it comes back for Herman. Herman over to Meetsma. Meetsma takes a shot, get a blocker saved by the Moose, collected again by Meetsma. Meetsma right out front for Herman, but put it in his feet. It's a little bit of a bad pass. Moose streaming to the zone, they take a shot, goes wide. Comes back to the sideboards, collected by the Moose.
This line's had good success today, but both Herman and Meetsma have put the puck in the other guy's feet a couple of times this game.
Yep, nice shot there by the Moose, collected by Rody behind the net. Rody spins. Really getting manhandled here.
Big hit on the
boards.
boards.
Comes up the sideboards for Meetsma. Meetsma pops it out of the zone. Cross-ice pass by the Moose.
We're at 1 minute 30 left in the game.
Up for Walton. Walton just take off the play. Gets picked up by Corson. Corson takes a shot. Gonna get covered up. There's a little bit of a rebound there.
Yeah,
that,
goalie lost track of that one.
The Everett players were going in like vultures there, and the goalie took a little hop and flopped down on it. So we have a face-off here deep into the Moose zone. How much time left on the clock, Brian?
1:21.
1:21.
Silvertips leading 4-3.
So we just got to keep playing aggressively here. Comes the sideboard for the Moose. Cross ice pass.
Oh,
They do a good job there. Nice disruption there by Poland to get it out of the zone, and it pops back for Nouque. Nouque to Phillips, doesn't connect to it, comes back to the red line, and the Moose just pop it into the zone.
We're at under 1 minute.
Act for Poland. Poland up to Corson. Gets popped back behind the Everett net. It's a dangerous situation.
Yeah, we can't afford to be moosing around here, boys.
Moosing around. There it is.
40 seconds.
40 seconds comes.
Get it out of there. Yeah, you're right. Clear the puck, says Bryn.
Scramble in front of the net.
Oh, my goodness. Nope, no goal. No goal. No goal.
Waved it off.
I don't know why.
Waved it off. I guess the ref lost sight of it.
Lost sight of it.
Yep.
We got away with one there. Oh, my gosh. 25 seconds left.
They are not happy.
No, they have every right to be unhappy. Everett should never let themselves be in that position.
No, that's right.
They're lollygagging around back there.
Lollygagging back there. The Moose parents are not happy with that.
No.
The call comes to the sideboard for Herman. Comes.
Nice block shot there by Herman. Oh, right in the head.
Hits Stringkirk right in the head. Comes off the Lombard. Lombard slaps at it, and it goes all the way empty net, chased down by Meetsma. And that's going to be icing. We were hoping that we were going to get, hoping that we were going to get that.
Just 6 seconds left.
All we need to do is just maintain off of this face-off.
Herman's been doing a great job with the face-offs today. He's been working hard on his face-offs, and he's been winning them clean. Another good win there. Ties it up.
Yep.
Burn some
That's
clock.
all we need. Right behind the net here. That's exactly what we need.
That'll do it.
Good win here by Everett. That was my heart's pounding here, Brian. That was a little tight here in the.
That last minute was scary. I mean, we were sloppy, and the Moose were coming hard. Good aggression.
Not
frustrating loss for the Moose with the wave off of that goal.
Yeah, not happy on the parents' side. Got a zero tolerance.
Well, the parents from the Moose, I think rightfully so, are fired up over here and hollering a little bit. But they're at least keeping the language clean.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a. I don't know if we can go back on the replay on that one, or
from our vantage point, there wasn't a lot you could see. Strinkert dropped down, and I never saw how the puck got in once that happened.
Yeah, so we'll see if we get an interview here.
Who do you think might be coach's pick for player of the game?
Oh, jeez.
Who had the winning goal? Was that Meetsma's?
I think that was Meetsma's.
I couldn't tell if it was tipped. I think it was Meetsma that took the shot.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Whew.
That was crazy.
For all the putting us to sleep they did in the second, they made some excitement in the third.
Crazy. That's crazy. So we will see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can get a see if we can get a person down here. I wonder if they can wear their skates up here. It looks like it. Looks like it's all rubberized. So we're gonna hit the pause button and see if we can't get somebody here.
All right.